Councillors, officers, and community members, I'd like to formally welcome you to this council meeting for the election of the mayor and deputy mayor. My name is Eric Brassless, and I'm the CEO of the Golden Plains Shire Council. In accordance with the council's governance rules, I have assumed the chair as temporary chairperson for tonight's meeting. As the chair of the meeting, I give consent for the council meeting to be live streamed, recorded and published online in accordance with Section 14 of Council's Governance Rules 2020. Myself as the chair has the discretion and authority to at any time direct the termination or interruption of the live streaming. Such discretion will only be given in exceptional circumstances where deemed relevant. Such circumstances could include the content of debate is considered misleading, defamatory, potentially inappropriate to be published. The stream will be stopped prior to the close of the meeting. The public is able to view the meeting online via Council's YouTube channel. There's also a direct link from our website at goldenplains.vic.gov.au. Should technical issues prevent the continuation of the stream, a recording will be made available on our website. Those in attendance in person tonight have been advised to practice social distancing and hygiene recommendations of the Department of Health and Human Services. I will begin tonight's meeting with the reciting of the opening declaration on behalf of the councillors. The councillors of Golden Plains Shire declare that they will undertake on every occasion to carry out their duties in the best interest of the community, and that they will and that their conduct shall maintain the standards of the Code of Good Governance, so that they may faithfully represent and uphold the trust placed in them by the people of Golden Plains Shire. I will now recite the acknowledgement of country. Council acknowledges the traditional Wadawurrung owners of the land where we meet today. Council pays its respects to Wadawurrung elders, both past and present, and extends that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are part of the Golden Plains Shire. I note that there are no apologies for tonight's meeting. Councillors, I remind you that Section 7 of the Local Government Act, Regulations 2020, provides for a number of exemptions in relation to declarations of conflict of interest. One of these exemptions relates to the election of mayor and deputy mayor. Because tonight's council meeting is being held for the purpose of electing the mayor and deputy mayor, in accordance with the section and regulations, there is no need for any declarations of conflict of interest to be made tonight. We will now move on to the formal agenda. Councillors, I refer to item 5.1, oath or affirmation of office. The purpose of this report is to receive the signed oath and affirmation undertaken by all councillors elected to the Golden Plains Shire Council following the 2020 council elections. The official ceremony for the taking of the oath and affirmation was held on Saturday, the 14th of November. Each councillor signed an oath or affirmation, and that signed oath or affirmation will be included in the minutes of this meeting. I have a recommendation before you that council receives each of those oaths or affirmations and includes those in the minutes of this meeting. Do I have a mover? Councillor Kirby, and a seconder? Councillor Sharkey. Are there any councillors wishing to speak against the motion? I now put that motion. Those in favour? Carried. Councillors, I refer to item 5.2, term of mayor and deputy mayor. The purpose of this report is to resolve on the term of the council mayor and deputy mayor for 2020-2021. Under the Local Government Act, council may resolve to appoint a mayor and or deputy mayor for a term of either 1 or 2 years. We have a recommendation before you that council resolves that the mayor and deputy mayor for 2021 be elected for a term of 1 year. Councillors, do I have a mover? Councillor Rowe, and a seconder? Councillor Cunningham? Councillors, do I have any councillor wishing to speak against the motion? I'll put the motion. All those in favor? Carried. Councillors, we now move on to item 5.3, election of the mayor. We now move to the election of the mayor. In accordance with Council's governance rules, all nominations for the position of mayor were required to be submitted in writing, addressed to the CEO prior to tonight's meeting. As at the closing, only one nomination was received by Councillor Helena Kirby, so I'll now call for someone to move the nomination. Do I have a mover? Councillor Cunningham, and a seconder? Councillor Whitfield, sorry. Having put the matter to the vote, I declare Councillor Kirby has duly been elected Mayor of Golden Plains Shire for 2021. I apologize, I don't know what went wrong there. There was feedback from somewhere, and I'm just trying to see where it might have been from, but I can't work it out. I apologize. And I apologize, Councillor or Mayor Kirby. I will invite the Mayor to resume the chair for the remainder of the meeting. Congratulations. On behalf of the organization?
For everyone. To our municipal community, thank you for watching our live stream. I would also like to thank my fellow councillors in having the faith in me to serve First of all, I'd like to thank my fellow councillors in having the faith in me to serve and represent the Shire. I am very proud and humble, but by being elected, it will be a team effort by all of us. During my time as councillor as well as during the election process, we as councillors have been listening to you, the community. Back to basics, enforcing that our roads and drainage are kept to a high standard for a rural shire. Gravel roads have had a lot of attention in the past few years, and we will be hoping to achieve better results in the future. We have heard the voices of the youth, and we will work hard for your communities, such as Napoleon's, Inverleigh and Shelford, in achieving and advocating for your towns regarding skate parks and BMX tracks. We will be proactive in providing services for residents who may be affected by COVID now and into the future. As we have 5 councillors in the south of the Shire, myself in the centre, and 1 in the north, as a team, we will ensure that your towns will also be on the forefront of any council decisions. As we councillors are here to represent you, I urge any resident to contact myself or any other councillor to give feedback on any issue that you would like raised, or become part of your community planning group to make sure that your town's initiatives are at the forefront for the council plan and the vision of our Shire. For the next 12 months, we would like to see our community satisfaction results improve in all areas. This can be achieved by us all having a positive outlook and being proud but patient, as we don't have a bucket full of money to achieve everything that we may want. But be assured that we will keep our council accountable and on the right path for our rural Shire. Thank you also to my family and friends for being my support and my backbone. Thank you. We now move to the election of the Deputy Mayor in accordance with Council's governance rules. All nominations for the position of Deputy Mayor were also required to be submitted in writing, addressed to the CEO prior to tonight's meeting. As at the time of closing, only one nomination was received by Councillor Ian Getsom. So I will now call for someone to move the nomination and someone to second the nomination. So a mover, Mr. Councillor Whitfield, a seconder, Councillor Cunningham. All in favour? Right. Thank you. Having put the matter to the vote, I declare that Councillor Ian Getsom has been duly elected as Deputy Mayor of the Golden Plains Shire Council for 2020 to 2021. Thank you. I will now invite the Deputy Mayor to now address the meeting and provide an overview of his year ahead. Thank you, Councillor Getsom.
Thank you, Mayor Kirby, CEO, fellow councillors and council staff. It is a great honour for me to be Deputy Mayor. I've followed naturally the Grenville Shire in my younger days, when amalgamated to the Golden Plains Shire. I followed that right through of interest. I've always watched who's going to be Mayor and Deputy Mayor and councillors, and helped some councillors get on council, I guess, at times and things like that. I've followed it all with great interest, and to be here tonight is just something overwhelming. And I'd like to endorse all the remarks of Councillor Kirby. She's probably stole the show, so it saves me saying a lot of words, but I know we've got a good setup at council. I'm very impressed with the staff. The help that I've had already since last Saturday has been enormous. I had a function with Phil at Linton on, what day was that, Monday. My first official function, I suppose you'd call it, with the local people. It went down pretty good, we'll call it that, I think, Phil. We're going to get some results. The people up there are happy to see a councillor. And we had Steve from the outdoor staff as well, came along, and look, it was wonderful, and I think we're up for 12 months of success. And I'd like to see that the Golden Plains Shire really speaks its word, which is golden, and let's make sure that we have a successful 12 months and of course a further 4 years in completion. So once again, thank you very much.
Do I have a mover for
to note the incoming speech.
So do I have a mover for the incoming speech, Councillor Cunningham? A seconder, please. Councillor Whitfield, thank you.
Item 5.8, next page.
Thank you. Item 5.8, I will now ask the CEO to briefly introduce the report.
Councillors, moving to item 5.8, acknowledgement of our former councillors. Just like to acknowledge that Nathan Hansford and Joanne Gilbert, having served on the previous term of council, although had nominated to run in the previous election, unfortunately neither of those two councillors had been formally elected, so it's worth acknowledging their effort over the previous 4-year term.
Thank you.
Happy to move that motion.
Councillor Sharkey. The seconder, Councillor Rowe. Thank you. All those in favour? Those against? Carried. As there is no other further items of business to be discussed, I declare the meeting closed at 6:15 p.m.